Hi everyone, welcome to the LighterSide Lounge. My name is Summer Joy, and I'm currently a college journalism student. I'm here with my dad.
Hey.
So today we've got a very special AEW Dynamite review, recap, whatever you want to call it. It was a jam-packed show. I have 11 pages of notes on Dynamite Inclusion, and it's a font size smaller than what I used for the AEW Double or Nothing. So, action-packed show.
It could have been a pay-per-view.
Oh, 100%. It was 3 hours of literal non-stop action.
It was crazy.
Like, you end one thing and you go right into the next. There's, like, no breaks. It was great. It was amazing.
And anybody who says there aren't stories in AEW just is not watching it.
No.
They're just haters.
Nope. Yep.
At this point, you're a hater. If you have crap to talk about it.
Yeah, if that's your criticism,
see if you don't like it or whatever.
Yeah, if you tried it and you just decided that you didn't like it because you tried
feel wrestling, right?
Yeah.
Part of it is feeling it.
Yeah.
Feeling like, hey, this stuff I like and it looks real enough, and they're not crossing my boundaries, so I could watch it with my family. Stuff like that. You got to feel like that.
Yeah.
That's like an opinion, kind of. But there's no crap to talk about this, is there?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. Let her rip,
it was
pal.
crazy.
You got lots of notes that'll back up that statement.
So they kicked off in Philly with Renee Paquette with Will Ospreay in the back after Double or Nothing on Saturday. So technically this wasn't in Philly. But Renee was asking Will Ospreay about his thoughts after his match and how he's feeling going into the Owen Hart and everything. So he was saying that he was buzzing and there's no tingling going down his arm, so he's feeling great and he's just over the moon. But he had to go get ice for his bicep. So he goes in medical and Kenny Omega's there. So he's like, oh, yeah, whatever. So then they sit next to each other. Kenny hands him his ice and then he starts icing like the back of his neck. And then they start talking about the elephant in the room, according to Kenny Omega. So it's the Death Riders, and Kenny Omega says that they've been here since day one. He gets the appeal of them, but he's got to watch out because it's not that you can't trust them, because anything that they say they're gonna do, they do. Like they broke Will Ospreay's neck, and they hurt Kenny Omega, and like so everything that they say they're gonna do, they actually do. So it's not that, but you have to be careful as like friends. You have to be careful, and then. Kenny Omega says that it would have been easy for him to help him, so he wished that he had just asked him for help and like, why didn't you ask? And then Will Ospreay says that he's never around and he's just not here. And so Kenny Omega says, well, I'm not the person that I used to be and all this stuff. So he's like down on himself and he just can't bounce back like he used to. So, and then Will Ospreay says that he can't doubt himself. He's got to just like go for the title if that's what he wants. And then Moxley pops up out of nowhere from in medical. And he says that, he's right and everybody's got their skeletons. And the car's waiting outside for Will Ospreay.
Yeah.
So.
Well, hey. Right?
Yeah. And then Kenny Omega says that... No, you're good. He says that he'll leave him to do his neck bridges or whatever it is they do in the Death Riders. So...
They do a lot of them sprints up there in the arena, up where those hallways where fans can't get access to smartly. That's where apparently they're doing some of the workouts. I bet you they got kettlebells, sandbags up there.
Oh, my goodness.
Doing their push-ups and stuff. No, I'm not kidding you.
I know.
I think that's cool.
It's legit. Real deal.
And now Will Ospreay's part of it.
Yeah. I feel about that. But, like, you know what? No, like, I like it. It's cool. Something different. Something new.
10 pages. Keep rolling. Okay,
now we go to the ring. And Kevin Knight's coming out. And what I like about AEW, the way that they do their recaps, is they put it picture in picture with whoever's walking out. So you don't miss a walkout, but you still get the recap that you need. So it doesn't slow the show down, but it doesn't feel like you're missing anything either because you still get both.
They're blown away.
Yes, they are. Because in the other company, you've got 5 minutes of recap and then like 10 minutes of walkout and then like 2 minutes of them in the ring.
And then the commercials.
Yeah, and the commercials. Yeah, it's crazy.
Which the commercials on this side are so ridiculous.
Unreal.
She was looking for a break.
I was like, I needed to type notes. And then I'm like it was so crazy. It was insane.
Yeah, there's so much going on.
Yeah, there really
That's
is.
crazy. You can't even compare it to companies anymore.
You can't. Yeah. So as Kevin Knight's walking out, Taz says, I don't know why he did what he did, but he did what he had to do.
Yeah, I wrote that down.
Yep. Taz was like on point
He
with the
really
commentary
was.
last time.
Man,
like,
I was smiling all through the show.
It was so funny.
Anytime my smile started going away, there was Taz again.
Yeah. Yep. So then the crowd starts like going after Kevin Knight once he's in the ring, and he says that he shouldn't have expected any less from them meatheads in response to their chanting.
He was on point.
He was. Then he yelled at them to give him some respect, give respect to the champ when he's got the mic. So he keeps getting asked why he did what he did, and he told Darby not to let the jet down. And what did Darby Allin do? He let the jet down. So he had to take it in his own hands. And Darby Allin blew it just like the Sixers did against the Knicks, which got the crowd like all worked up. And then he was like, no, like I'm with you. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm saying you let us all down. So that was like funny to use that.
It was.
So he said that he's not going to...
It was a really good promo for those kind of reasons.
Yeah, it really was. He said that he's not going to trust the process anymore. He did what he had to do. He was the last person that MJF was looking up at when he got pinned. And, he was the last person who humbled MJF. So it should have been his shot on Saturday, not MJF's for the title. And then he said that instead he was on the bench on Saturday. And then he asked if he looks like a bench player. And then the whole crowd did the yes movement chant, which is just hilarious. The crowd was also like, shout out to them because they were on it like the whole 3-hour night. It was crazy.
It was awesome.
Yeah. He's not here to take part. He's here to take over. So
yeah, it
that's
sounded like
fun.
McGregor. That sounds familiar.
Yeah. Let's see. Darby Allin is the one who told him not to waste any time, so he's not wasting any time. And he took out Darby when he could. And then Speedball Mike Bailey comes out.
Dressed in some kind of getup that at first made me think women's movement from the 70s. When I was little, they were all wearing these jumpsuits.
Oh my gosh.
And then my brain switched to Star Trek.
It was pretty Star Trek. I could see that.
But it was so off, he deserved what he got.
Oh my gosh, what? That's crazy, but okay. Let's see. Okay, so Speedball says that he hears what Kevin Knight's saying, but he knows him, and he knows that he's ambitious, and he knows that he gets ahead of himself, and he makes mistakes. And what he did on Saturday was a mistake, but he can fix it. All he has to do is apologize and make things right. So then he like puts the mic down, and he's like waiting for him to apologize, and then he says, "Be a man, do the right thing." And it's like just so faint, like you can barely hear it because he's not talking into the mic at that point. It was hilarious. And then the crowd's chanting, "Say you're sorry," and then he just attacks Mike Bailey. Kevin Knight's not feeling it.
He deserved it. Just like Taz said, who the hell is he? Who the hell is Mike Bailey going out there and telling him how to run his career, right?
Yeah, that's what Taz said. Because Excalibur said it was a questionable decision.
That, too.
Oh my gosh, okay.
Dressed like that, he's going to do it.
Oh my gosh. Oh, so and then Tony Schiavone goes, why would he do this? They had so much success as a tag team, like all that kind of stuff. And then Taz said, maybe Kevin never liked him at all. Good for Kevin Knight. So just shout out to those. This was funny. Okay, and then we go to the back again with Renee Paquette and Ricochet. So she starts asking Ricochet about how he's feeling with the match coming up with Jericho, because Ricochet's defeated him twice before with the Rico Salt, but Jericho got the pin on Saturday with the Lion Salt. And then now that everybody's banned from ringside, like, how are you feeling? So Ricochet says that he's not concerned because Saturday they only won because it was 7-1 on Bishop Kong. And it's funny because like during this, not Jericho, Ricochet's like in the middle and his two like Gates of Agony buddies are behind him. And at like random points, they just like interject something. Like it was really well done. So everybody's banned from ringside. So, and then he like asks why that is. And it's because, according to him, so that Jericho can't have any help. So yeah. Oh, and then his like little ending bit is that soon people will see him for what he is, out of this world. And then he did his like little like caca thing.
It was really a great promo.
Yeah, it was.
That was really a great promo. I got my mic off because I want you to cruise through the notes. I love the show, guys. I took 2 pages of notes myself. Summer hits the stuff. I'm not really going to repeat what she says, but I got some stuff in here so I remember it. That was a great promo.
Yeah, it was. So
and there was a comment about Jericho's move being a joke, and I didn't write down which move the comment was about, but I thought it was funny. I think they're funny how they're coming after Chris now. He got some stuff you're going to talk about.
Yeah. So that promo led right into Jericho's walkout for their match, which, guys, it's just so well done. Like, it's just so good. Like, I don't know how else to say it.
The show is running like it's supposed to. It's like so everything's good. Running. The people are into being there.
Yeah, you could tell everybody's excited.
Oh, man, it's great.
Yeah.
It is really great.
Yeah. So Jericho walks out, and as he's walking out, there's a recap of him smashing his leg into the table on Saturday after he tried to like splash somebody on the table. He like hit his legs, and they made like a big point out of that, so you know that's gonna come up in the match. And then so Taz starts saying that he shared the ring with Jericho many times, and he's really good at hiding injuries. So this should be like interesting. So right off the bat, Ricochet's targeting Jericho's leg. And then at one point, Jericho goes knee first into the announce desk. Like Ricochet like slams Jericho on the announce table. But then Jericho puts Ricochet in the walls of Jericho on the announce table. And Ricochet's like reaching out towards Excalibur and Tony Schiavone. And then they like get off the announce desk, whatever. And then Tony Schiavone says that like he was reaching out, like he wanted me and Excalibur to help him. And then Taz goes, "Why didn't you help him? Like you should have helped him." And then he goes, "I wanted to kick Jericho." And then, I think it was Tony Schiavone said, "Well, why didn't you? He was right there." And it was like, anyway. Just the commentary, yes. Too. The commentary is so good.
It's like great because it's just that keeps rolling through all throughout the show. It feels like they're mainly bouncing off Excalibur, but Taz really had a. He was running.
He was on fire.
Holy moly! The Red Baron guys, the windows are open in the barn, and he's buzzing us already.
Man.
Keep it rolling.
So Jericho hit a Death Valley driver to Ricochet on the apron. That looked
Death Valley driver. I love that.
Absolutely awful for Ricochet. And then at one point they were in the ring, and I think Tony Schiavone was saying that Jericho just knows so many moves, and then Taz was like, "Well, he's been wrestling for over 600 years. I would hope that he knows a lot of moves," or like something like that.
Taz was doing a lot of talking about lifting and stuff, too.
Yeah.
Could there be a comeback coming? Have you seen him lately?
I feel like no, but I feel like him and Jericho could have a
match.
He's
going to be in that ring doing something.
Jericho's the one that he was picking on the most, which I just feel like that would be really good.
Guys, crazier things have happened.
Yeah.
I don't consider it crazy.
Yeah.
But me, I've been known to... Some people think I'm crazy. Keep rolling, pal.
So, Ricochet, backs Aubrey Edwards against a rope and then steps out of the way, so Jericho almost hits Aubrey Edwards, and then Ricochet gets a low blow on Jericho, and it looks like it's gonna be the end of the match, but it's not. And
she got some criticism from
she
some
does,
podcasts.
And I don't really know why.
I like her style.
Me too.
I like the theater of
adds
wrestling.
to it. If a ref can add to it and make it better, I don't see why they shouldn't. It's not taking away from the wrestlers. It's just making her a character too.
We're theater type people.
Yeah.
So we're watching it for the hard hitting theater.
Yeah.
Right? Pretty much.
Yeah.
And the athletic performance and all of that. Mm-hmm. And the personalities and all that goes with it. But theater's got to be a big part of it.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Ricochet hit a 630, but Jericho got out of the way, so he just landed flat. He belly flopped on the ring. It looked awful, but it was it was crazy. Jericho hit the Judas effect and the Lion's Salt for the victory on Ricochet. And then Tommaso Ciampa comes out from nowhere and starts really beating him up.
He beat the hell
really
out
bad. And then he hit the Jericho pose.
Ciampa's good at what he does.
Yeah.
He's in incredible shape.
Yeah, that's
very inspirational. He has a really cool Instagram.
Really?
Yeah, the workouts that he does, because we have some cable machines and stuff. It's good stuff to watch how he's training. We're going to incorporate some of his exercises downstairs. Roll on, buddy.
I have a hair in my eye. Hang on. Okay. So then we go to the back, and Andrade is there, and he cuts a little mini promo about now that the stupid Stadium Stampede match is over, he can focus on winning the world title and beating the stupid MJF. And then he asks him if he thinks that he's better than a real Latino man because, like,
in his way that only that he can ask.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Dude, he's
a character too now. Like,
he is.
It's good stuff.
He is. Instead of just walking out there with a mask and wrestling and walking back, he's really allowed to express yourself as right?
Then we go to the Superstation Showdown 4-way match with apparently a big winner's purse based on what the commentators were saying between Orange Cassidy, Lio Rush, Brian Cage, and Roosh.
I wrote that down, Superstation Showdown.
Yeah, it's cool because like they started talking a little bit about the history of like the Superstation aspect for TBS, but they were like, okay, we can't get into it right now. So just like, I think it's cool that Tony throws in like these little like matches that are celebrating different parts of like things' histories. Like, I don't know, I like it. I think it's cool.
I made note that Andrade is putting his heritage up against MJF's. Is that right?
Like, yeah, kind of, because he said like real Latino man and all that stuff.
And MJF's proud of his.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Superstation Showcase. He's a
crazy.
chicken farmer, but you are. Okay.
So
that's where I'm at.
Lio Rush's walkout and just like the whole thing,
that
like
whole
the fog
routine.
and everything. Oh my gosh, that his little like run thing, the like the black stuff dripping out of his mouth, the red contacts.
That's really, I dig it.
It's
because it's being done really cool.
Yeah.
Looking at the ref during the
Gosh.
match, like when he after the I guess it was a 2 count. I forget how many.
Yeah,
counts it was, but the reaction to not getting a 3 count.
Yep.
Man, it's crazy. It's crazy good the way he's doing it.
Yeah, it's wild. This match was like really crazy. The commentators were making jokes about, well, not really jokes, but they were like saying that Lio Rush has gone through a metamorphosis. And like that's what they were calling it. So I just thought that was funny.
It's like he got bit by one of them zombies.
Oh my gosh. Orange Cassidy, they said, was freaked out by Lio Rush, and you could like see it on
Remember
his face.
when he was like reaching out?
He
was doing a long reach.
Kicks. So then at one point, Orange Cassidy and Brian Cage are like on the outside of the ring, and Lance Archer and Rocky Romero emerge from the crowd, and they start beating up on Orange Cassidy. Then Roderick Strong comes out.
Well, Orange Cassidy, before they started beating him up, he made a stand for himself.
Yeah, he did.
He went in there, and you know,
it was really a great match for him.
It was.
He was. Yeah, I mean, the whole thing was just so good.
It was awesome.
Yeah. He got carried out by Lance Archer, and then Jake Doyle made his return also, and then Roderick Strong and Jake Doyle were going at it. So then that left Lio Rush and Roosh in the ring, and then they made a comment about Lio Rush being half human, and that they don't blame Roosh for like being a little hesitant to go after him. So Roosh ended up connecting with the horns, and then he got the pin and the victory. And then we go to the back with MJF and Renee Paquette, and MJF comes dragging the old belt by his side with like the Burberry one on his shoulder. And then Kevin Knight pops out, and MJF was like, I just want to thank you because I know what you did was deep down a sign of respect towards me.
Else would he take it, right?
Yeah, exactly. And so he thinks he has a bright future. He made like a real big deal about how Kevin Knight's the future, but MJF is the now.
He may be winning that belt.
Yep.
I think it's that a little. We're gonna go in that direction eventually.
Yeah, I could see it. I mean,
the way he's working at Mike.
Yeah, I think it's great. So then Kevin Knight says, "Don't get it twisted. He didn't do it for him. Did it because Darby Allin blew an opportunity that should have been his." And then so MJF and Renee Paquette like go their separate way, and then Kevin Knight's walking and he runs into Kyle Fletcher, and Kyle Fletcher is just kind of like staring him down, and then Don Callis pops out of nowhere, and then he makes a comment about all of the young star power that is in his vision right now, and then says that if Kevin Knight ever wants to get serious about his belts, he knows who to talk to, because it seems like Kyle Fletcher wants his title back, but it also sounded like it was an offer to join up.
Who's really running that family? Because
Kyle
I
Fletcher.
know, because I know they got
It's the Kyle Fletcher family,
I know
actually.
they got Don Callis. The Don Callis family makes an appearance once in a while.
Yeah, but it's kind of giving Kyle Fletcher family.
Yeah, who's running it? Because
Yeah.
Kevin, I don't know, man. I don't know if I'd join that.
No.
Can't count him with the boss.
No way. I wouldn't. That's for sure.
I used to think differently.
Yeah.
I've changed my mind.
They played a Mark Briscoe video package that felt kind of out of place, but, also like, okay.
No, I had watched it again before you. We do a little refresher and stuff like that. So I knew what.
Yeah.
I was wondering what you were going to think about that when they switched
Yeah, it just
to
felt
the
so
party
random.
afterwards.
But like, it was, I don't know, it was a vibe.
Yeah.
And then we went to the back with Renee Paquette and Jamie Hayter and Alex Windsor. So Jamie Hayter said that it was an unfortunate loss, but she got to take Tekla's head straight off, and next time she'll win the belt. And then she like stepped aside. Alex Windsor comes up, and then turns out that Alex Windsor was set to face Willow Nightingale in the Owen Hart Foundation tournament, but Willow had to pull out due to injury. So now she's facing a wild card next week. So this Wednesday.
Baker.
Yeah.
That's what. We got some cool comments on there, and then one of them by one of our cool viewers was Britt Baker.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, man. I'd mentioned you on, but I don't know if it's cool to do that. So we'll just give you a regular shout out.
Yeah.
We may start reading comments in the future. It'd be kind of cool.
It would be.
So, but we should let you know that before we do that. You know what I mean? So, you know, I don't know how to do all that. Make sure it's all right.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out, guys. But we really appreciate the comments.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yep.
So Alex Windsor says that it's not a journey she's going on alone because her darling, her Billy, is in it for the men.
Oh, Willie, I wrote in the comments. Billy, yeah, I forgot it was Billy.
I think either works.
Billy, Willie. Billy's too much like, I don't know.
At least I think she said Billy. Did she say Willie? I don't know. Let us know.
What did she say, guys?
Is it Billy or Willie? Either one works.
Willie goes more with Harry Potter, I feel like. Than
Although
Billy
there's a Bill Weasley.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
Oh,
So maybe it has to be Billy.
maybe that's him.
Okay, so now we go to the ring for the MJF 3-time champion celebration. So balloons are everywhere. He's carried out on this like chair thing, like a king. Or I guess that would be more like an emperor or something like that. So as he's walking in the ring, he throws the old belt in a trash can. That's like right next to it. Then he gets in there and he starts talking about how Darby Allin's hanging his head because for the third time MJF beat him with a maneuver as simple as a headlock takeover. And then he says that wrestling has been around since the 1800s, and in major promotions, only 8 men have become third-time champions before the age of 30. And so people are going to be talking about him until the sun explodes, and like a bunch of other stuff. So a banner drops down behind him that says 3-time world champion. And then Taz says that it's truly a golden age we're living in.
Yeah.
And then Mark...
I would agree with him after the past couple shows.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
Because a lot of guys that are older are at the top of their game.
Yeah.
Along with younger talent in this company.
Yeah, that's true.
There's definitely a real mix of talent over here.
Yeah, for sure.
They're not just leaning on the veterans to carry them through.
Yeah. So then Mark Briscoe comes out and he tears the banner down. And now the video package makes sense. Like, now I get it. So then he starts talking about how MJF doesn't belong here in Philly and how he's a stranger in a strange place, like a penguin in a desert, and he's not talking about one of those South American penguins.
And MJF goes, what the hell are you talking about?
It was so funny. Like, it was really well done.
That promo, though, I don't know, man.
Some of it, I'm like...
I don't know. I don't know, Mark, we've been big supporters. We really have. But that promo, whoever wrote that for you, you got to work on your own shit.
I was going to say, I feel like they didn't give him, like, full freedom to, like,
Yeah, you
run.
got to work on your own stuff so it flows out of your mouth better. Because something got hitched up in there. And then
because then, like, MJF just kind of, like, walked all over
buried him.
Yeah.
And
then, like,
literally
he didn't say
nothing to say.
Yeah.
That.
So like, that also felt a little out of place.
Because they clearly got some writers going.
Yeah.
So whoever is helping him, you didn't do him a service. I hate to say it, man.
Yeah.
You got to say what it is. That promo, whoever wrote it for him, I'm going to blame them instead of Mark.
Fair. Oh my gosh, the Red Baron again. Wow.
Here it goes, man. Keep it rolling.
So then MJF starts walking out of the ring, and then he meets up. Well, Roosh comes out of like the entryway, and then MJF starts talking about how he might be good for business, actually, if he has a title shot, because like he's got the hair, the look, like whatever. Especially compared to Briscoe. And then they cut to Mark Briscoe in the ring, just like staring at him again. So then
we don't agree. So
no, yeah.
Like, Mark, what the heck happened?
Yeah. So now him and Roosh are having a title match this Wednesday. So like this Wednesday is shaping up to be a crazy show.
coming out in that stupid getup?
Oh, I hope
not. The band that did the old angry face off with the angry MJF face off, and you're gonna face the blah blah blah. How many horns did that dumb costume have?
So moving on. Then we cut to Jungle Jack Perry in the Jurassic Express.
Yeah.
And he starts hyping up his match with Mark Davis for the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. That's going to be later in the night. And then like they're driving through Philly, and then all of a sudden Luchasaurus just slams on the brakes, and then like he goes flying. And then he's like, "What do you want?" And then he like points out to the steps. And then Jack Perry just looks and he goes, "I can't do that today. I have a match." And then he's like, "Get out." So then he goes and he has a whole Rocky training montage.
Yeah,
it was well done too. Like he was skipping those steps. I don't know how he was like leaping up them things.
And I think that he was right.
That he could. I know. I thought of that too.
Because it was a close match.
But he was just
man,
he was tired.
What a finisher.
Yeah.
I don't want to jump the gun on you,
We'll get to that in a little bit.
Sorry, pal.
No. What? So then we go to Claudio Castagnoli versus Brody King for the Owen Hart Foundation tournament match. Renee Paquette was ringside. I like when they do that. When they have her ringside as they're doing the walkouts. It reminds me of UFC. We watched we watched a lot of UFC when I was younger. Mm-hmm. So it's like a little nostalgia thing.
We still watch some.
Yeah.
It's just that they watered it down so much we don't.
Yeah.
We wait for the cards that really.
Yeah. So, as they're walking out, Taz just wanted to point out that MJF's celebration was unfairly disrupted by two men, and he just wanted to throw it out there. So now the winner of this match is going to face Swerve Strickland. Just wanted to say, Brody King's cannonballs, like when the opponent is in the corner and he just like runs and he just like throws himself at them.
Yeah.
They're crazy.
Yeah.
Like, they are wild.
That's some high impact right there.
Yeah. This match was really, like, they were just going after each other the whole time. Brody King won that, so he'll move on to the next round.
Those matches are always, like,
yeah,
crazy, man.
Yeah. And especially when Claudio's in there, like, he's crazy athletic for his size, too. Like, it's just wild. So then, Adam Copeland and Christian Cage came out to the ring.
Yeah. One of my favorite parts of the show.
Yeah. Adam Copeland just looks so happy to be there. Like, genuinely. Like, he just looks
and
so
so
happy.
were you.
I know, guys. I was so excited.
We were
for
like,
this.
oh,
Like,
did they get the cameras? You were all like, oh, look, they're passing the cameras. Imagine getting one of the cameras. You were saying all
I
this.
love disposable
Meanwhile, I'm
cameras.
like this because I knew what happened.
Oh, it's so
and now
annoying.
comes that cool tag team.
Oh my gosh. Wait.
Oh, go.
Wait, so,
Sorry.
No, it's okay. So as they're walking out, they get in the ring, Cage and Cope, and the crowd starts chanting, "You deserve it." And then Taz goes, "They deserve it. They've had 5 million champions," or whatever he says. It was just funny. Anyway, yeah, so they start talking about FTR and how they're the toughest, best tag team they've ever faced and all that kind of stuff. And then
they get a lot of props, but that's
do.
about all they get.
Yeah. But because then Adam Copeland starts saying, like, you decided to take an I Quit match against two guys who were told that they'd never wrestle again. And between the two of them, they were retired 16 years.
So in other words, you might be good wrestlers, but you're not very smart.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then
hey, timer's
sorry
up.
about that, guys. Doing laundry. So then Adam Copeland says that they're going to do something that they haven't done in 25 years. And then they're going to hit the 5-second pose. So then Cage is all like, oh, like, no, like, I'm not doing that. And then, so the crowd starts, like, trying to convince them everything. And then Adam Copeland, so then Cage says that they don't even have flash photography anymore. So Cope gets out of the ring, goes underneath, grabs a bag. And then I'm looking at the bag and I'm like, oh, is that disposable cameras? And then he dumps it out and it's a bunch of them. And then he starts passing them out to everybody at ringside. And then that's when I was like,
Taz
like,
wanted one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, they made a big point about how Taz should have gotten one. So I was like, oh, like, that's so cool. Like, I like Dad was saying, I was literally sitting there like, wow, like, imagine getting one of them. Like, that would just be so cool. I love disposable cameras. And, like, just, I don't know, that's just
and
so
the whole
cool.
moment of the tag team
literally.
Like,
Oh, it's just so cool.
We're going to do it like...
Yeah. And then so Cope gets back in the ring, and then like from out of nowhere, freaking David Finlay and Clark Connors come and just start beating him up. And I was like, what the heck?
Like,
I literally said no. Like, I think I literally exclaimed.
Between that footwear and the shillelagh, man, watch out.
Unreal. Yeah.
And I love that dude's bell bottoms.
Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah, they're a cool tag team.
They're cool. So then they say, for the benefit of those with flash photographies, the dogs now present a new 5-second pose. And then they said something like, we call it the new tag team champions, or like whatever it is.
Yeah. Then they marked their territory or something like that, right?
Yeah. One of the commentators called it a disgusting assault, which it truly was.
Well,
I mean,
finished
come on.
Disgusting. It was timed like as he was right.
Yeah. So then we go to the back, and we've got Prince Nana and Swerve Strickland. So they start talking about Bandito and like what they did to Bandito. And so now every time Swerve sees Brody, he gets a little twinge in his soft heart. Because if it wasn't for Swerve, Brody King wouldn't even be in the business of wrestling. He like broke him into the business apparently in 2016. So then Swerve says that conflict creates cash, war makes money. And Brody, I plan to make a lot of money with you because they're going to face off against each other in the Owen Hart tournament. And then we go back to the ring for Ty J versus Ava Everett and Ali Ketch. This was a quick match, but it was good. Hard-hitting. They said that Ty J has had 15 wins in the women's tag team division, which is more than any other team. So that was cool to hear. And then they ended up getting a pretty quick win. And then we go to the back with Speedball Mike Bailey. And he says that he offered Kevin Knight a piece of advice, but if he wants to keep going down that road that he's on, then I guess I'll go down that with him. I'll just be on the opposite side. So now, and then he challenges him to a match next week. So, and then we go
and he flipped open his phone. He said, "Beam me up, Captain."
Oh my gosh. And then we go to the ring for Jack Perry versus Mark Davis. So first they play a little clip of Jack Perry getting to the arena from like his Rocky training. He like gets off the bus and everything. I
really dig the whole thing.
It's cool. I love
Luchasaurus it. I know he's been back for a while, guys. But I'm just saying, we were saying things like, man, we really missed the Jungle Boy days and all of that. And then next thing you know, he starts coming back. Luchasaurus is back. They got the bus. They're running people over.
Yeah.
How good could it be?
It was great. I love it. Crazy match, by the way. Him and Mark Davis.
Totally. Like, it was, man.
They were just getting slammed everywhere. Yeah.
I wrote that down. Like, man, that pile driver like that. Holy moly. Right?
Yeah. It was crazy. Don Callis was on commentary, and wait
a minute. But Roosh said something funny. He said that Mark's a chicken farmer.
Oh, yeah.
But MJF's chicken shit.
Yeah. And then the crowd just started chanting it.
Chicken shit. All right, buddy, go ahead.
Oh, so one of the commentators was talking about Saturday and how Mark Davis almost lost an eye. And then Don Callis goes that Jack Perry should be in a jail cell somewhere for taking the eye patch off Mark Davis is like taking a cane from somebody. Mm-hmm. So,
and somebody said that he belongs in a jungle. Look at him.
Yes.
Was it Taz,
oh my gosh, I think something. Either him or Tony Schiavone, I feel like. It was funny.
He really is a jungle boy. He belongs in a jungle. I wrote down that it was Taz.
Yeah, it was
Taz
funny.
Was really putting them out there.
It was great. It was awesome.
Paul Turner's having an off night.
Yeah, because he didn't count to 3.
Another Taz comment.
Yeah, there was a pile driver to Jack Perry at the end that, like, from the top rope, like, it was crazy. Insane. And then somebody said, one of the commentators said somebody get a shovel. Or that might have been Don Callis. But yeah. And then, okay, so that's all of Dynamite. Yeah, and then we roll right into Collision.
Yeah, it was crazy. Where are we at now? We're at 36.
Yeah.
Let's cover it. Can you nail through this one, you think?
Yeah, this is less.
All right. Fire.
So
the
then...
shows were so good.
It was insane.
Yeah, we didn't even do them justice.
I know.
They were so good, guys. If you're not watching AEW, change the channel for a few shows. Give yourself 2 weeks.
Yeah. I agree. So then we go to Collision, which is just like, there's not even like really a changeover because Renee Paquette gets in the ring and then all of a sudden it's Collision now. So she's in there with Don Callis and Mark Davis. So then they start talking about how it's going to be Mark Davis versus Will Ospreay next week for the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. And then Don Callis says that he hopes that Will Ospreay is watching because next week Mark Davis is going to like beat him up and all that kind of stuff. And then he says that he knows him better than his own mother, and he thought he was the chosen one, but he's not, and neither is Konosuke Takeshita. But there's only ever been one chosen one, and that's Kyle Fletcher.
Who's running that family?
No, seriously, because then Kyle Fletcher comes out and he's got Rocky Romero behind him, and it's kind of like, why is he like? It was kind of weird, but like it made sense eventually.
Roppongi Vice or something like that.
So then
that was a cool song.
It was cool. When he was with Orange Cassidy and Trent Beretta and the best friends, and like that was fun. Where was
Trent Beretta
and where are the best friends?
Yeah, man.
Best friends. So then Kyle Fletcher gets in the ring and he takes a microphone from Renee and so then he says, first things first, give me some sugar. And then him and Don Callis like hug it out. It was really funny. I just had to say it. Even oh my gosh, Mom laughed. Mom was in the kitchen at this point when I was watching it. And she was like,
we're winning Mom over by having AEW playing in the background.
It's hilarious.
We were trying to pry ticket money out of her.
Yeah, and then
recently we've had AEW playing so we could review it. We're like, we need some LighterSide back in the LighterSide lounge. What are we going to do? Let's watch AEW.
It's so funny.
Next thing you know, Mom's, when are we going to wrestling?
I was at Mom months ago. So Kyle Fletcher starts talking about how everybody wants to know how he came back from such a catastrophic injury in such a short amount of time. I didn't realize it was this bad, but he broke his leg in 2 places and tore his meniscus, and he's back in less than 2 months. I don't know how that's possible. Right. I don't get it. And somehow he's fully, like, cleared to wrestle.
Wow.
Props to you. He says that he's a genetic anomaly, which, I mean, you must be, because that's crazy. But he was also motivated by wanting to be the guy to cut the dead weight out of the Don Callis family, meaning the whole Konosuke Takeshita thing. He said that as soon as he was out of the way, Konosuke Takeshita did what he always does, what's best for him, and that he never cared about the family and he never cared about Kyle Fletcher, and all he really wanted was to run the whole company. All Kyle wanted was to run the whole company with him as like the tag team, but now he can't because he's selfish. So, Takeshi's music hits, and then he comes out with the conglomeration
behind him. Maybe
him.
there's hope for him.
Oof, maybe.
Wrestling's a lot like life.
Yeah.
You should never give up.
That's true. Fair enough. Takeshi's music hits, and he comes out, and at first it looks like he's going to be solo, but then the conglomeration come out behind him, and suddenly it's 5-on-3. And then so the Don Callis family runs, and then they're in the ring, and Takeshita has the mic.
Yeah, all these badasses run away.
Yeah, seriously. What is this, guys?
You bunch of pricks. You run away when you...
Oh
Orange Cassidy scared you all away.
Yes, seriously. So he's got the mic and he says that he has the belt back, and now he says, Kyle Fletcher, I want you. So looks like that's happening at some point. Then we cut to the back, and Will Ospreay's there, and he congrats Mark Davis on his win, and he also says that history is well documented. They were in the United Empire together, and Mark Davis lived in his house for 1 year without paying rent. And, yeah.
Oi.
And last time there was a doctor stoppage because he was at 50%, and now he's at 100%, so it's not fair. And then the Death Riders appear, and they start like telling Ospreay to go out to the ring. And then Will Ospreay's like, but my walkout's this way.
Yeah. My walkout's this way, guys.
Yeah, and then like they walk away. So they like leave him. So then Will Ospreay does his normal walkout.
Dude, what a great show it is.
It's so funny. It's hilarious.
This is like, they're not, oh my God, there is no comparison.
No, there's not. There's really not. So it's Will Ospreay, Pac, and Jon Moxley versus the Rascals, which is Desmond Xavier, Myron Reed, and Zachary Wentz. I didn't realize that Wesley changed his name to Desmond Xavier. So at first I was like, wait, why aren't they calling him Wesley? And then I looked it up and it made sense.
That's cool. He's really great wrestler.
Yes, insane.
Yeah,
I'm so happy that they're all there.
We
like,
saw them on TNA without Wesley.
Yes. Oh my gosh, remember?
That was the dude when...
I felt so bad for him.
Yeah, man.
He was there with like his son and one of his friends.
Yeah, and he brought his son back.
Yeah.
Left a friend there.
Yeah, that was kind of awkward. I felt really bad.
Yeah,
and
we
had
like, second row seats. We had third row seats. They were the second row because they had family up front.
Yeah, yep.
And he left the kid there.
That was so
for a while.
Strange. Yeah, I was like...
But then he got inside information, and they're going to be running this way, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. He must have gave somebody money or something.
Whoa.
They're going to be coming right this way. Get your camera ready. So it goes like this, and then someone says something. He goes, and here they go running past him, and that phone was like in slow motion.
Karma, guys. Karma.
But the kids saw it.
Yeah, the kids saw it.
They'll always remember that.
Yeah. Yep.
So the friend got to see that at least.
Yeah.
He didn't get to go back with his friend.
That was
very strange.
It was so weird. That was one of those moments that if you're just gonna leave him there.
Yeah.
Like, and they were young.
He
was like 6, maybe, or 8. Like, they were young. Anyway, so the commentators say that the Rascals like to have fun, whereas the Death Riders are consumed by training and winning. And then Taz says something about how they only like to train in front of other people. Like, about how, like,
Taz
everything
was
they do is
talking
for
about
show.
training all show long.
Yes, yeah.
With the Ace Austin squats and those aren't box squats. Like,
yeah.
He was talking training the whole, so something's going on.
Yeah, something's
He
up.
feels good.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah.
Maybe his own training's going good, and I'm glad if that's the case.
Yeah.
Maybe that's all it is.
Yeah. Who knows?
Maybe he's not going to kick Jericho's ass.
Who knows? So then the Death Riders attack 2 of them from behind. Like,
Samoa Joe's missing.
We're not there yet.
Oh, I know, but who's going to fill in for him?
Oh!
That's what I mean. Like father-son thing could go on.
I get it now. Wow.
I know it's wishful thinking, guys, but I'm one of those kind of people who wishes.
No, wait, that'd be cool. Because I was even thinking, like, he could join the opposite, but I didn't even put, like, 2 and 2 together about that. That'd be cool. Okay, wait.
Go ahead.
That's the next thing we're talking
pal.
about.
We're at 44 minutes already. Talk so much.
I wonder why. So the so Pac and Jon Moxley attack 2 of the Rascals from behind, but Will Ospreay makes a point not to do that because he's a good guy. He came out of the good guy side this time. So he faces off against Desmond Xavier. And then at one point, Myron Reed was getting, like, beat up the entire match. Like how Dax Harwood was on Saturday, like that was Myron Reed on Wednesday. So he's like in the corner at one point, and they're doing like the one volley, person go, yeah. And then like Will Ospreay joined at one point. And it was funny. It was funny.
That was cool. Reminded me of them clowns.
Yeah.
That's what that move reminds me of. I know they do that. That's their thing. But the whole volley approach, I think that.
Yeah, it's funny.
That's teamwork.
Jon Moxley pile drove Myron Reed into the ground. That looked awful. Like, genuinely really bad. And then the end, each of them had one of the Rascals in a different submission hold. And then Myron Reed ended up being there with Will Ospreay, and he tapped out from like some kind of arm bar situation. Then we go to the back, and we have Samoa Joe and the Ops. So Samoa Joe says that they are opposition to those who stand in their way and opportunity to men who deserve it. And then he points out each of the 3 people behind him, which is Katsuyori Shibata, Hook, and Anthony Bowens, and like says a little thing about each of them and how they deserve it. And then he says that Hollywood is ringing, so he's gonna be stepping away for a few, and he expects them to hold him down. So then Samoa Joe he shakes everybody's hand, whatever, gives him like the bro hug, and then he walks away, and then Hook steps in
kind of
where
makes
he
these
was.
funny faces too. He's
he kind of
looking around,
follows
and
him.
Kind of just works his way over.
Yeah, so now he's got the 2 other guys on his either side, and he's in the middle. So I get it felt very I don't know, it was cool to see it just kind of change hands like that. So then they played a video package for Chris Statlander versus Hikaru Shida. That's coming up. And then they went to Lexi Nair, who was supposed to be catching up with Ty J after their win, but Divine Dominion popped out from nowhere and said Ty J lost in 30 seconds. Better luck next time. And the way that they said it was just so funny. I can't even say it with a straight face because it was funny.
I really like Penelope Ford.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to her coming back and having her own run.
Yeah.
Because this tag team thing's working pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
I really loved Penelope Ford, and I hate to say anything bad, but they picked up the pieces and ran.
Yeah, they did. So then the camera moved to where the Divine Dominion came from, and Ty J was laid out with under a pile of rubble and all that kind of stuff. So then we go to Andrade El Idolo versus Ace Austin. Crazy match. And, Andrade's got designs on becoming the new world champion.
Yeah, that's what they were saying.
They made a point to say that a couple times.
I love when... Dude, that's another thing about AEW. Your kids are going to learn something about vocabulary.
Yeah.
They're not going to hear the same stuff over and over in that flat tone like you hear across the street at TKO.
Oh, yeah.
That's what
commentators at AEW really, they put, inflection into it, too. You could tell what they're, They actually put emotion into it. So you're, I don't know, it's cool.
That's not how the guy who started that company, now I know he didn't really start it, but the guy who really expanded that company, when he was behind the mic, he wasn't emotionless.
Yeah.
What the heck happened over there? Anyway, thank God, and thank Tony Khan for AEW.
Yeah.
And everybody else involved.
Yeah.
Wrestlers, ring assemblers.
Yeah.
People in training, minions, and all these.
Everybody.
I appreciate it.
Amazing. At one point, Ace Austin was on the top rope in the corner, and Andrade just shoved him off, and he whapped. Ace Austin fell, and it looked like he whapped his head on the ring apron. It looked really bad. That match was really crazy, really fun to watch.
Yeah, I wrote something down about that.
Oh,
the squatting Andrade.
Oh yeah.
During the match.
Yeah.
Now Taz pointed out it might not be a good idea. I'm pretty sure he did, if I remember right. But anyway, someone did. And I think it did zap his energy because he ended up losing. But you know what it reminded me of? The football team.
Oh my gosh.
The football team.
Oh my gosh.
The local football team with these numpty coaches.
Guys.
These numpty dumpty coaches that end up coaching his team. They were doing deadlifts at halftime, guys.
Yeah.
Jeez, I wonder why
That's
we're wiped.
That's our team.
I wonder why we're getting run over.
They were 0-13 my senior year.
Yeah, I wonder why we're getting run over, guys.
That was junior year.
I got an idea. Halftime, guys, load up the bar.
Wait,
we're
guys,
deadlifting. We're deadlifting at halftime. That'll give us energy for the second half.
They were 0-13 my junior year.
What a joke.
Listen, and I had my physics teacher was the head coach of the team. And then it was Halloween, and this other teacher dressed up as him. So he got a fake muscle suit, and he got this fake weight, and he walked in.
The whole school knows it's a joke.
So this guy's walking in, and he's doing and then he goes, "Wait, I'm so wide, I can't fit this way." And then he walks in the classroom sideways, and then he goes. And then he said something well, on his way out, he was have fun with your physics, but remember, the only numbers that matter are 0-13. And then he walked back out. It was so funny. I'm never going to forget that. And I don't remember. Oh, my God. It was so funny.
At 0-10, they must have decided,
it was hilarious.
we're going to start deadlifting at halftime, guys.
It was hilarious.
We got to do something. I got an idea.
Gosh.
Halftime, we start deadlifting.
That was so funny.
Set some PRs at halftime. That'll help us. That'll help us win this game in the second half. We're going to make a big comeback.
Okay, so Andrade hit him with the back elbow and the DM to get the victory. DM as his finishing move is just hilarious. Then we go to the last match. Oh, okay, sorry. The lights turn off because this is the end of sanctioned competition. And anything that happens once the lights turn back on is not under AEW's control.
It's a good thing for that.
That's
a lot happened in
That's
that
for
match.
sure. So lights turn back on. Chris Statlander versus Hikaru Shida.
I wonder if the light bulbs only come out in the unsanctioned matches.
I think they do.
Isn't it?
What a good touch.
Isn't that
What a
funny?
good touch. Because I hate the light bulbs. But you know what? AEW's not responsible.
In an unsanctioned match, we
Yeah.
can't hold AEW responsible for that.
So they have a lights out Philly street fight. And the list that I made of weapons that they use, I could be missing something. If I'm missing something, let me know. Chairs, an apple, guardrail, kendo stick, bicycle, table, light tubes. That's my list. If I missed anything, let me know. At one point, Chris Statlander was pinned, but she kicked out, but she did it through kip up. So it was crazy,
It
absurd.
was nuts, man.
And then at one point, she threw a chair. Well, no, a couple times. She just threw a chair at Hikaru Shida, flat out.
Fastball, or whatever they call it.
Fastball chair. Speedball.
Speedball with a chair.
Hikaru Shida got on a bike while Chris Statlander was laid out and just ran over her hand. And then threw the bike at her. Yeah, oh my gosh. It was crazy. Chris Statlander flipped Hikaru Shida onto a chair. In some corner. There was a set of 4 chairs laid out. And just flipped her back.
Yeah, I forget what move that was, but I remember the chairs and her landed on them.
Yeah.
Look, it was a crazy match. That's why. You can't even remember what the heck happens unless you're sitting there like a stenographer.
Yeah.
Right? And watching it a couple times, which we do.
Yeah.
But we don't steno the whole thing.
No.
Because it's nuts. That's really why you guys should watch it.
Yeah.
We shouldn't tell you everything going on.
Yeah.
What these shows are about.
If you can watch it, you should watch it.
Yeah, this show is the long version of basically telling you that if you're not watching AEW, you should give it a try. If you're a pro wrestling fan, you're gonna, and if you're liable to see, let us know. If you try it and you don't like it, let us know why. If you've turned away from it and you got your reasons, we're open to hearing them. What did you think of Dynamite and Collision? Please let us know below. Who do you got for the Owen Hart tournament? We got some votes on the last one. I don't know if it, I forget who we said, but that's another reason why we should start reading some of the comments, I think. Yeah. Unless
Great
Britt
picks.
Baker comes back,
Yeah, unless Britt Baker comes back.
They were really great comments, man.
Great picks.
Really appreciate it. How you want to end things, pal?
Next week is going to be chock full of title matches and Owen Hart Tournament Foundation matches. So it's going to be a really good show.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to watch it, and I'm excited to come back and talk about it.
Yeah, we're going to be in Ocean City this weekend.
Yeah.
So we're going to miss Collision.
Yep.
We'll probably watch that, but we're not going to review it. And any luck, they just run Dynamite next week for 2 hours. Because we committed to reviewing this show.
Yeah,
we said
yesterday.
oh, shit.
Yeah, we said we would do it on Thursday. But
Yeah. We didn't know it was going to be a
much.
3-hour
Yeah,
show.
that really...
And we don't want to Mickey Mouse it.
No.
Hit the music whenever you're ready, but you tell them.
No. It's just
you want to do a
it's
right
just
job.
so full.
Yeah.
It's just so good. It's too good of a show to, cut things out of it.
Yeah, and we didn't do it anywhere near the service of it. You should really watch the product.
Good. It's so good. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys.
Please like and subscribe. You're supporting independent media and my daughter's journalistic adventures, and I have a lot of fun when I'm on here.
Yay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks very much, guys.